Do you have courageous confidence? Courageous confidence is about owning your power. This balloon represents your power and you being full of power. Owning your confidence and owning your power is not about being arrogant, demeaning, or critical of others. In fact, when we do that, it sounds something like, right? Well, I begin to get very embarrassed. I begin to feel inferior and inadequate. I begin to let go of my own power. I could just imagine what they're thinking. How many of you have ever felt inferior, inadequate, or maybe embarrassed in front of others? Even complete strangers, right? Why? Why do we allow this to take our power? It's our responsibility to own our power. What I can tell you is I had no idea what they were really thinking, and what someone else thinks is none of your business. It is their judgment according to their experiences, their beliefs, and has nothing to do with what's your reality. Other people cannot make you feel inadequate, inferior, or embarrassed without your consent. We do not see things as they are. We see things as we are, according to our experience, our abilities, our past experiences.
Kris Barney is a successful entrepreneur, multifaceted trainer, and a leadership and communication expert. She has successfully built and run 4 companies in 4 distinct industries. The breadth of her experience gives her a unique vantage point that allows her to customize her message and relate to leaders' struggles while guiding them to solutions. Her keynotes, Leadership Inside Out and Communication Inside Out, have been well received by corporate leaders, entrepreneurs, and small business owners.
I believe that leadership is inside out. I believe that communication is inside out. I believe that people change and organizations grow when they are willing to look inside and begin to apply the principles and the behaviors. The reason that I teach this and the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I have lived it. That passion comes through as I speak, because the main feedback that I get is that I speak from the heart and that I'm willing to have those frank conversations to create lasting change.
I want to ask you, your clients, customers, even your relationships, feel sold or served from you? How many of you, by raise of hands, have ever felt sold? Almost all of us. How does that feel? Do we like it? I'm going to say no, we do not like it. So on the other hand, how many of you have ever felt served? Many years ago, my husband and I flew into Arizona. We were buying a motorhome. We were ecstatic about this. It was about 3 years old, and it was bigger and more extravagant than any motorhome we had had. We got in the motorhome and we started driving back to Utah, and we pulled into this little gas station in a small town called Beaver. Beaver, Utah. Have you heard of that? Right. Well, we pulled up to this self-serve pump, and you know, with a motorhome, you have to add a lot of fuel. It takes a while. But we pull up, and as we get there, we notice that one of the shop techs, we had caught his eye, and he ran out there to help us out. So we let him gas up the motorhome. We went and did our thing, and he did his thing. And we came back out, and he was done, and we thanked him for that. And we gave him a very generous tip. And the second we handed him that tip, he said, you know, I was checking, and I saw that the shocks on this motorhome are shot. You are a danger on the highway. You're never going to even make it to Salt Lake. Keep in mind, the driver of this motorhome, who happens to be my husband, is an ASE certified mechanic. We had gone through that motorhome with a fine-tooth comb before we left Arizona. We felt sold, right? Did it matter that he had served us? No, what I have found is people will feel sold or served. You will never feel both at the same time. How many of you have had hard trials? Anybody? Loss of a loved one, loss of a job, possibly even a sick member of your family? What I can tell you is how you act during those trials will make or break your life. As a young girl, I learned stop, look, and listen. Mostly for safety purposes. But I want you to integrate this into clear communication and complete connection. When we will stop and we will be conscious of what's going on. When we will look and we can see what's happening and be aware of what we need to change and how that needs to be. And when we listen. In our society right now, they say that listening is a lost art.
When you put the three things together, when you take control of your thoughts and you choose your feelings and you take committed action, you will have results in any area of your life.
Sincere service should go deep in your heart. And you are the person that's changed when you have given sincere service. Last Saturday, it was noon. I was still in my pajamas, and I had bedhead going on. I had yesterday's mascara on my face, and I'm in my back office. I'm writing my book, 7 Traits to Create All Things Possible, when the doorbell rings. This is not the front doorbell. This is the back doorbell. And that meant someone is standing at the glass door on my deck, looking into my kitchen. And I'm one room away. There is no escaping and running away from this. They're going to see me, and I am the only one home. So I do what anyone would do. I stand up and I peek through the blinds to see who's in the driveway. Right? That's what we do. Who is it? How bad do I want to get caught? And I don't know who the truck belongs to. I have no idea who's at my door. But I go to my door and fluff my bed head, wipe the mascara off, and open it. There stands a teenage girl holding a plate of cookies. And she said to me, "The youth in our area are spreading the love today, and we thought of you." Oh, say that with me. Oh, right? How did that make me feel? I was considered, I was respected, I was loved, I was cared about, right? So when we add consideration on a consistent basis, we have the opportunity to really change lives, to really have better communication. People need to feel valued. They need to feel needed. They need to belong, and they need to be in our space.
I'm Kris Barney, and I just want to leave you with this. It's the little things that you do on a consistent basis that will ultimately change your life. Thank you.